Shalom family, this is Elder Tony. I want to share something with you that really blessed me. This is kind of early in the morning, so I got my morning voice. But I want to share something with you. See this? This is bananas. Okay, I put banana peels in water and I let them sit for at least 24 hours. Okay, someone had told me about this and said if it sits for like at least 24 hours, then you can take it and water your plants with it. Let me show you something. Okay, I believe you guys are seeing this. This is Elder Tony. I want to show you that when I started using that banana water for producing the potassium and those things on the plants, I'm going to show you my broccoli starting to come up. Everything is just magnifying so greatly. I just want to share some things with you to be a blessing to you for your garden. Now these are the tomato plants we have. Most of these are like the cherry tomato, no, not cherry, but grape tomatoes, different types, where they're the orange, the red. But here's the thing. I would harvest maybe 10 or so a month. And after I spray the banana water on here, and I put a little BT with everything. I have a 2-gallon jug. I fill that up like halfway with the banana potassium water. And I put a dosage of the BT to make sure it's going to take care of the bugs and all that stuff. Then I fill it up, the next gallon up with water. And I spray the plants. But let me show you, I only had like harvested 10 tomatoes last month from this plant. But since I sprayed this, and the person that told me to do this said it's going to produce 3 to 4 times the fruit you normally do. It causes your plants to produce more fruit. And so this is what I want to do. I just want to share this with you all because it's happening. It's happening. You see those tomatoes there. Look up here and look all around here. I'm getting so many tomatoes. I've got hundreds of tomatoes now. Looks like they're going to be ready this month. I went from having 10 that I pulled out last month, and it looks like I've got hundreds. They're in the hundreds right here of tomatoes that I'm going to harvest here this month. It's just blowing my mind to the point to where I have to share this with you all because I have tomatoes growing everywhere on this plant. There's so many of them. I can go, oh, sorry, camera slipped. Okay, I can go all the way down. I mean, there's so many, there's over 100, well over 100. I counted to 100 when I got here, and I got more back there, and then there's more behind it, the okra. My okra is harvesting so big and beautiful right now. Let me show you. This is the red okra. Now I want you to see something. Every tip, I used to get some tips with okra on it, but right now, I harvested okra this morning, okay? But right now, every tip, look at that. 3 and 4 okra heads. I was getting like 1 on the tip. Let me show you how I was getting it before I did the banana water. You see this plant right here? And I know I'm going through here. But you see this plant, it has 1 okra at the top, right? That's what I was getting. And now the same plant after the banana water, you're seeing more than 1 growing at the top now. It's absolutely beautiful. This is magnificent. I was like, I should have known this. You know, I just found this out last month and I started doing this. And guys, I'm so excited right now. I'm in tears because I'm seeing this harvest and I'm seeing this fruit grow like this. It wasn't growing like this summer. I'm getting stuff all over everything. And even up here, I got something I'm going to spray on that to take care of that. But look, I'm hoping I get this in here where you guys are seeing this. Because it's hard for me to see in this camera and the sunshine, and then I'm stumbling a little bit. But you can see the multiple okras that's growing up. And you can see, now this okra right here, okay? You guys are seeing that? You seeing my finger? Let me see if I get my hand in there. Okay. This okra right here, okay? And this at the top. Beautiful, right? Now, that okra, look at the size of that okra. 2 days ago, this okra was that size. And look how big it is now. I'm letting this grow to seed. I'm just going to let it grow big. But look how huge it grew in 2 days. Wow, right? Everything. I'm trying to tell you guys. Hold on. I'm going to go to another part, okay? I'm going to go to another part. I just want to show you something. Okay. Okay, now, this pepper tree. There was only one of these branches growing peppers. And when I put that banana water on it, guess what? I'm trying to tell y'all something. I want y'all to get this. Every branch I have now is producing fruit. And I have Contrary as a witness because he was here, and when I installed this in this basket here, I broke the branch that was bearing fruit and nearly cried in front of him. Contrary, he saw it, So, and I said, I broke the only branch that had fruit on the tree, and I just kind of fought back some tears, and I felt bad about it, but it was over 2 weeks ago when that happened, right? I put that banana water on it when they told me about it, and I learned about it. I said, I'm going to try it, okay? I want more fruit production, right? When I put the banana water on it, this is the branch I broke. Look what it's producing. Look at that. Fruit. Now here's another branch. Look what that. Another branch. There's fruit all over this other branch. Here's another branch. That's producing fruit. Okay? Another branch. Every branch has now produced fruit on it, and I never saw fruit on every last one of these branches. Look at this branch. Fruit on it. Look at this branch right here. Look at all of these peppers on this. Look at that. You see that? You see that branch? All that fruit is producing. Every branch, even this pepper plant next to it, every branch is producing peppers now. Everyone, even the ones on the bottom that are not tall enough, they're producing peppers. The second branch over here, it's producing peppers. Everything. I'm getting peppers everywhere. It's all over. I'm blessed. But that works. That banana water has done it. It's going to make you multiply your fruit. I just want you guys to know this. This has truly blessed me. And it's making everything grow so healthy and strong. Even my pepper plant over here, this pepper plant, I pulled one red one off of here last week that was ready. Look this week. Look at all these peppers on here this week. Look at this. I'm talking about within a week, you're going to see a difference. Look at all those peppers. Ain't that crazy? My Swiss chard, all of that is growing. I've got some broccoli flower in there. The cauliflower that looks green. And I've got the regular cauliflower in there with the Swiss chard. And here's the lettuce. We've got a lettuce bed here that's growing good. We've got lettuce over here. We have spinach here. And that's a type of lettuce there, red lettuce. And there's 3 different types of lettuce and spinach. Okay, because this is a bistro mix of lettuce. This is spinach Bloomsdale. This is a red lettuce. And this is a Simpson Elite lettuce. So we're growing lettuce. That's going good. Lettuce bed because we're getting the fall crops and everything growing. Here's my broccoli growing over here. I have broccoli over here. Okay, and then that's artichoke right there. My moringa trees are shooting up in the air like crazy. Let me get you out of the sun, but these moringa trees are as tall as my house now. They're huge. All that healthy moringa. It's just, I take the leaves off and put it in my tea. All that stuff, right? I had tomato plants that I thought were going to die that I started putting in there, and now they're growing. They're starting to produce fruit. These are recovering tomato plants, and now they're starting to produce fruit and things like that. So everything's happened. This is another one. I planted this moringa tree late, but still, it's almost as tall as me right now. So they're sprouting up real good. And here's another okra plant. I just harvested all the okra off of this morning, just about. And there's another one there that's on it that's going to be ready tomorrow. Here's another one here that's going to be ready. It's putting it on, and it made my okra sprout new branches. So these branches that it's sprouting is putting out new okra. It's putting out new branches, and even tips that are not ready. Look, there's more than one okra there. That's one okra there, but I did cut this one off this morning. And look at this. There's more than one. Look at all those okra on that. You see that? Isn't that amazing? Wow. And there's more than one. And I've got some things that I'll put on here to get some things done. But that okra, even the new branches, and I've got a little predator right there on it, but I'll take care of him. But there's the okra there. All of these new okras, these things are coming up with all of these new branches. And so I've got, you see these little pesky little bugs. I've got some stuff for 'em. I kind of smile when I get these little bugs every now and then because I don't have to spray all the time, but I have an organic spray that gets rid of all of them. And so, but the BT, if you guys have BT, the BT is really good for a lot of this stuff. Neem oil, and I use peppermint oil because they don't like the smell of it. But I'm just so amazed at how in really 1 week time I could see more fruit being produced on every branch. This jalapeno tree is an example too, because there was none produced on this tall branch. This was the tallest branch, and I used to make fun of it because it's the tallest branch, but it's not producing anything, right? But look, it's got fruit producing on that branch. Now it's got fruit producing on this branch, right? It's got more producing there, right? And it's got fruit producing on the branches back here. Every branch, and they're producing some big. Now this branch is the tallest one. Look at that. It's got a big one there that is producing, you know. So it's beautiful, you know. So it's like, you know, and there's my cabbage, my Chinese cabbage that grows the leaves, and then the regular cabbage is starting to sprout up. I've harvested this. It's some bok choy. I've already harvested this. I had leaves that were bigger than twice the size of my hand easily. We took 2 black-eyed peas, and it created this monstrosity of a bush. And I've got black-eyed peas just waiting on them to dry out. We harvested a batch this morning already, but it produced this plant that just almost overtook the entire bed off of 2 peas. The Most High is great. My collard greens is growing like trees now. I've harvested most of these already because I did a vegan vegetable stir fry with mixed vegetables out of the garden, and I put chickpeas in it, and so I did that. But yeah, look at this broccoli. I had this plant last year, nothing came out of it, but now we're seeing broccoli come out of it. Y'all, I am so excited right now. It's so beautiful. Oh. And then I'm gonna have to move this one because we thought this was a broccoli plant, but it ended up being a cabbage plant. So cabbage and broccoli, they shouldn't grow together. I know cabbage and broccoli should not grow together because they're like enemy plants. Both of them take the same things from the soil. And so that's why even in this, I had to really keep plugging things in this soil to get these plants to come up like I'm getting them come up now. So it's a blessing. I just want to let you know. Y'all, I did the banana water, and it is going to multiply the amount of fruit produced. Look at this. This tree right here. This summer, we put seeds in for this one. I didn't even think it was going to grow. And all of a sudden, we got a spurt. It started coming out of the ground. I stepped on it a few times because I didn't see it growing. So I was like, maybe it won't grow anything, right? But now look at this thing. This thing is taller than me now. It's about 6'5" tall. It's huge. And there's the roof of the house. You see it? It's growing up there. And I stepped on this earlier this summer. I was stepping on it because I didn't think anything was growing out of the ground. And look, it's producing. And now, look at all of this. Look at all of this producing out of here. I know my hands are dirty. I'm a soil man, but look at that. And look at that. Oh, I'm blown away what a simple banana peel in water would do for your plants and multiply your production like that. I'm blown away. I'm blown away. Look at that. This is what do you call that long stem? It's what do you call it? I can't even think of the name of it. It's the celery. This celery is growing. It looks like a big parsley plant, but it's celery growing. And then there's the Brussels sprout plants growing in the back there. And there's some of the Asian spinach that grows through the summer. And the other spinach I showed you with the lettuce is the one we normally have that grows through the winter. But this Asian spinach is delicious. It has iron. It has so many good things in it. And it grows all through the summer. So if you want spinach during the summer, get the Asian spinach. This is the Asian green, and I got the Asian red one too. It has the red stem or the purple stem. And so they grow through the summer, and I just cut them and cook them. You want to cook the Asian spinach. You don't want to eat it raw. You want to cook it. And I have spinach during the summer that I can pull out of my garden. And my mint plant just went crazy. It's going crazy. Here's another plant. All my plants are just growing like crazy right now. It looks like a safari. And these tomatoes are starting to grow, and I have to trim this. But even through that, you know, I thought that tomato plant was a goner, but now I've got new flowers coming in. You just tap the flowers like that to pollinate them. You just tap them. You know, when I come out here every day, I just kind of tap them a little bit, shake the pollen off the flower, and it gets in there and it pollinates it. Green beans. There's some green beans growing now. Yeah, so green beans, black-eyed peas, and this thing has taken over the bed. Look at this. My beans have taken over this bed. They are growing. Let them grow. Because guess what? I'm eating them. I'm cooking them, and I'm eating them, and I'm enjoying them. And these are some kind of plants that were growing in other pots. I don't even know, but they're producing some type of tomato on them, as you can see, but I don't even know what type of tomato they are. But what happened was, in my pot where I had eucalyptus growing, they started growing out of it. So I was like, what? What kind of, this is a tomato plant. Then my wife planted onions in one pot, and these plants were growing out of it. So we're like, well, they look like a fruit plant, so let's let it grow and see what it does. And I've had the tomatoes off of here. I've had the tomatoes, you know, and they're good. They're very good. I don't know what kind of tomatoes are. It looks like a baby Roma tomato, you know, but look at the flowers all over there. This thing is kicking out fruit like you wouldn't believe. And it's just kicking it out. It's beautiful. And here's another one of those same plants. It was more than one growing, so I put this one over here, you know, and I'm going to trim some of the leaves because they're sucker leaves that are kind of dying off, but the plant is still producing fruit. It's absolutely beautiful. Then I found a third plant in a strawberry plant. There was one growing. I said, there's a tomato plant growing out of this strawberry plant. What is up with this? And here this one goes. This is the third one. But they're all the same kind of tomatoes, but it's like a baby Roma. They don't grow the size of the big Roma tomatoes, but they're, you know, like a baby Roma tomato is how they grow. So it's some form, it may be some kind of cross-pollinated. I created a new breed of Roma tomatoes. And there's the okra, which you see now, you see more than one. And then I've already harvested from this one this morning. You see, and you're seeing more. You're seeing multiple ones. I was seeing just one grow up on each one of these. Look at that. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I see growing up on that one. Isn't that... Why did I not know about this earlier? Oh my goodness. I mean, I'm just overwhelmed. Everything is starting to grow like crazy now. The plants are taking off. Now, this right here. This is why I love Doan's Nursery there in Irving, Texas. And Doan's, shout out to you, DOANS Nursery in Irving, Texas. You want to go there. Betel leaf is one of the healthiest teas you can ever put in your body. It cures all sicknesses, cancers, everything. And I have to wait almost 6 weeks to order the betel leaf from Amazon because it's coming from Indonesia. So I have to wait a long time to get it. Guess what Dawn's Nursery had? This is a betel plant. So now I grow my own betel leaves. And I dehydrate the leaves and make my own tea. Look at that. Amazing. 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 So I just wanted to share with you guys on some of the things that we're doing. And our strawberries are coming back in full punch again. We're getting another batches of strawberries coming in. They're coming back strong. And then this same plant that had these tomato plants growing in it, this is my eucalyptus right here. And my beautiful ladybug is up there, and she's eating up all our pests. And I love it. I ordered some more ladybugs too. So if you guys have gardens for the fall, this is a good time to order your ladybugs and go on to Amazon and buy your batch of ladybugs and put them in your garden for the fall season. You want to get them at least a couple of times a year. So I've got some ladybugs coming in. But this is a celery plant growing out of this. And a tomato plant growing. I don't know. It was something in the soil, I guess. We had seeds in the soil that laid dormant because it didn't happen last year. So I'm thinking, oh boy, I know I'm just rambling, I'm rambling, but you know what? I'm so excited. I'm fighting back tears on this video the whole time because I'm seeing this stuff grow. And I just used a banana peel and put it in water. This pepper plant was dying, and I put it on there, and here it is, close to 2 weeks later. Look at my peppers growing on this one. It's coming back. The leaves are green. This is coming back. The leaves, it's coming back on me, and I'm gonna trim it up, but it's coming back to life, and it's producing fruit. It's producing plenty fruit on all the branches. See, even these branches are producing fruit. They're small, but they're producing. And I've got these birds I've got these owls in my garden to ward off these birds. This plant had actually really was dead. And now look at it. It's producing fruit. This hanging stuff is fruit coming back. I don't know. I learn these things and I learn these tips and I try everything natural first of all. And I see how now, with just like I showed you, putting the bananas in water, letting them sit for a minimum of 24 hours. Sometimes I have them in there for 2 and 3 days because I let them sit till I'm ready to spray them again. And everybody that eats bananas, they just put their banana peel in the jug. So they bless us by doing that. And so it's awesome. Everything is awesome. It may put some white spots. You see the little white spots on the leaf and whatever else. That's from the banana water. But the white spots, I can deal with the white spots. When I get all of this fruit, when I get all of this production, look how big this pea is. I had to come back just to get it in there. This is my hand, and this is bigger than my hand. You see that? They're just coming down so big now. Crew black-eyed peas like champions, right? It's doing it. Everything. I'm so happy right now, guys. Oh, family, I'm so happy. Oh, family. This is a good day for me. It's a really good day. And I thank the Most High for my harvest. I thank the Most High for everything He's doing here. In my harvest, in my garden. Me and Dee, we're just loving eating this food out of the back. And we're pulling things out of the bag, and it's tasting great. It's tasting better than anything. It looks better than what you buy in the store. It's tasting greater than what you buy in the store. But guess what? My goodness, I'm getting 3 and 4 times, and some of the fruit is producing 5 and 6 times more than what I was getting before. Just a month ago, I'm getting more production now because I put a banana in some water and sprayed it on my plants, on the soil and on the plants themselves. And I'm getting 4 and 5 times and greater than 5 times production. 10 times productions in some cases. The Most High be praised. Thank you, saints. I'm going to go ahead and sign off. Shalom.